Grand Rising, everybody. I think we have everybody here. So yesterday was a first. I really slept right through my alarm. And I'm going to say this on the recording just because I want it recorded. But I literally had my first premonition that actually came true because right before I went to bed, I did hear, you're not getting out for this meditation tomorrow morning. And I thought it was when you have something important and you always hear, oh, you're always like scared, like, oh, I'm not going to make it. But it wasn't like a thought. Like I literally heard, you're not going to wake up for this. And I thought it was my ego and fear. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I sure didn't. So I just thought that was interesting because I've been getting up without my alarm. So I was like, well, things just happen like that sometimes. So today I'm ready, rocking, rolling, ready to go. We're going to work on some resentments. Super excited about this one. So everybody we're going to get really comfortable. If you hear me start crying, I probably am. These ones really get me. So get in a comfortable place. Grand Rising, Jesse, we wouldn't start without you. We were waiting.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, girl, no worries. Okay.
I was up from like 3 to 4 with him, and I was like, if I don't get on this fucking vacation and I'm awake, I'm gonna kill somebody.
Yes. All right. Okay, guys. So nice. Let's take a big stretch if you haven't already, just to get ourselves activated and awake. Palms facing up. Deep breath in through your nose, slowly out through your mouth. With each inhale, we're activating that crystalline tube. Exhale, pushing energy down into Mother Earth. Deep breath in through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. In this space, I'm asking you to calm your mind. Calm your mind. Just focusing on the breathing. Calm your body. Calm your body and relax. Now I want you to release your ego. Fear, jealousy, resentments, anything that doesn't serve us, release it. Now as we sit in this space, we're going to focus on resentments that we're holding against other people. This is a very hard area for most of us to work on because of the hurt and the anger and the pain that triggered these resentments. Resentments truly is drinking poison, expecting the other person to die. Resentments are manifestations of your fears, your ego, your karmic overlays. Every trigger, every experience is brought in front of us to present us with an opportunity for us to work through our triggers. The resentment that you're holding against one person or many people has nothing to do with them. These are all experiences we are choosing to have. We have complete control over our emotions. We have complete control over our reactions. We have complete control into how we are going to experience something. Now I want you to think of a specific person that you're holding a resentment against. Just as we went back and forgave ourselves, I want you to go back to that person and picture them as a child. Picture them young, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who did they have around them? Let spirit guide you. Don't think too hard. If nothing's coming up, that's okay. If you're feeling anger, that's okay. Whatever emotion you are feeling, it's okay. Recognize it. Acknowledge it. See it for what it is. Something that is bringing your attention to a trigger that needs to be healed. Now picture them. Did they have a loving mom and dad? Did they have siblings to turn to? Were they abused? We all are walking around with templates that were given to us. Generational curses handed down generation after generation after generation. There are those that never wake up. They carry their triggers and trauma like badges of honor, like war paint. There is nothing for them to work on. They're just fine sitting in their anger. We have the same choices to sit in that same anger or to wake up and rise above it. Rise above and now look down at their life. Observe for a moment. You don't have to love them. You don't have to be kind to them. You can put up a boundary, but you don't need to hate them. That hate is a vibration that doesn't belong to us. Just observe. They have pain. They have trauma. They're unable to process it, and that's okay too. What's not okay is that we take those emotions. What's not okay is us trying to process their healing. Higher perspective. You do not own their trauma. We're busy enough working through our own. I want you to take your hands. Don't touch. Put your palms facing each other. And I want you to start rubbing your hands. Don't touch your palms. You can look to see what I'm doing. Just take your hands and start building the energy between your hands. Don't touch. This is the love and light that we hold inside of us. I want you to think of that person. And I want you to imagine this energy as a green ball. It's getting bigger and bigger as you're working that energy between your hands. Now we're all holding a big green ball. This is heart chakra energy, and this is love. Now I want you to picture the person in front of you. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, take your hands and push that energy into their heart. Rubbing the palms together. Inhale, not touching. Exhale, push that energy into their heart. One more time. Exhale. This is us literally sending love and light to the heart chakra of that person that we are holding resentments against. We will pray for their healing, for their enlightenment. We will pray for them to wake up so that they can feel the peace and the joy and the comfort that we feel from releasing resentments, from healing through our traumas, from actively being the love and light that we so needed in our lives. And we will send that love to others just by being. You don't have to do anything extra. You don't have to be anybody special. You don't have to walk around like Mother Teresa or Gandhi or any of those gurus. You just have to be love. And if you still have resentments, just send them love. That's all we can do. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Two more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. When you inhale, I want you to picture a light blue light filling you up. That's Archangel Michael's light. Exhale his light, covering everyone around you. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Oh. So I cried right when I was told to picture that person as a little child and if they had anyone around them. And it was sad because, of course I saw my sister and it was, where was I? So I think about that a lot. But guys, we have to remember to give ourselves grace because in those moments when we were children, we were fighting or flight. It was, you're getting your ass beat or I am. So we were never given the opportunity to be there for each other. And it is something that makes me sad because even though I know she has her resentments against me as well, can't hold on to those things because I did a lot. Like when you're with somebody also who's a narcissist and who also has pain, gaslighting occurs a lot. And when you're the type of person who is dealing with your own trauma, gaslighting sucks, right? Because it makes you feel it validates all of those fears that you had. All those I'm not shit thoughts. Narcissists will love to validate those thoughts for you and say, you know what, you're right, you're not shit. So we have to remember we can only control us, right? I still have to process some of those. I think what's coming up now, to be honest with you, is how I treated her. Because I just said before we started this meditation, I don't understand why she's coming up. Just when I thought I had worked through stuff, right? What about where I showed up? How about taking responsibility for maybe why she has the resentments against me, but not owning them? That's the difference. Like, I don't feel like I did a bad job. Like I coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? I recognize, hey, this is the environment we were raised in. So we both did the best we could, right? And now in adulthood, we're dealing with these childhood traumas. We choose to process them or we choose to not. But being mad at someone or being angry and seeing like where they're vibrating and wanting so bad for them to not vibrate there and then being angry about that, that's just not the right approach, because that vibration, that doesn't serve us. If we can observe them, how their trauma came about, it truly does help you release. Like I said, it's not the anger. And that's why I was questioning why my wrist was hurting again, because I was like, wait, I'm not angry at her anymore. What's the deal? It's, I have some anger against me now that I obviously need to process. So through these meditations, that's what happens. I know it's going to take a while, but thank you all for being here. And this is why we do this. Did anybody else want to share? Did anything come through? Everybody just want to process it and journal. I totally understand that too. I just have to share all my stuff. But thank you guys so much. Any questions, comments, you know, you can reach me or any of the other Reiki healers. Where is Lisa? I think Lisa, I'm gonna work on your mom too. I don't think Lisa's on, or maybe she didn't, she jumped off. But all right, guys. Thank you everyone so much again for being here, for joining, and for lifting the consciousness. And we will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. I love you all.